And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Play action, now Taylor. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
On second and goal, Taylor. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jacob Harris, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And right away, he lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Off play action, it's Cunningham. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Looking deep for Elliott. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Taylor. That would complete to Elliott. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now Taylor to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Elliott. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he gets us inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. Again, it's Taylor. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Now Taylor. Flush to his right. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Here's Taylor. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Play action, it's Taylor. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown! Cam Akers. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. 14. Falcons, nothing. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off at the 38. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Taylor, he gets it complete to Harris. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Taylor on 1st down. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd and inches, Taylor. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. Touchdown, L.A. Tutu Atwell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
From the 16, Taylor. He finds his target, Beckham.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes...
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jacob Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Cunningham to throw. He'll drop this down to Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. A play fake. Now Cunningham.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On first down, it's Cunningham. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On first down, it's Taylor. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Here's Taylor to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Grady Jarrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Taylor. And that's Elliott, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Escaping the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Cunningham looking to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
He completes it to Ridley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Falcons. Vincent Smith as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, L.A.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good game and a first down. But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Vincent Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons claw one back. Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor.
Throws left side. Atwell's got it.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right out.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now a 1st down throw, Cunningham.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Cunningham.
Right back to Pitts again.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now Cunningham.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run. This is Williams. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Mike 50, Mike 50. Check tight, check tight, check tight. Alert, alert.
Here's Cunningham. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack. Taken down at the 2.
Bobby Brown
able to drop him for a loss of a couple. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Cunningham buying time to his left. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are able to make things a bit more respectable.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Taylor.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down. One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he will at least be able to fall on it himself. But it was 4th down, and the possession changes. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Cunningham to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Vincent Smith, 68 yards. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made a touchdown.
Kyle Pitts
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Play action. Now Taylor. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. They find some open field here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Going right back to Akers. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Rams, a win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, this